So let me see. I guess I do have Twitch up.
Uh, and we're live. Okay, we're live.
All right. Let me all right, and then I guess I'm gonna pull up the YouTube also,
What up?
right? So hey everybody. If anybody's if anybody's watching us, hey. So welcome Crohn's veteran. What do you do Wednesday? Chilling. So
What's happening?
What's happening?
cool. I probably like one of the coolest things is that that my sister is one of her talents is that she's not scared. She has this not scary attitude and just reaches out to people. Like if she wants to, if she thinks that somebody is of value to her, no matter who it is, she will reach out to them. And the word she's like, well, they'll either leave me unseen or whatever. and so and so she's just shooting shots all day long. And so because of that, you know I was watching a video the other day, and it was like Dame Dash. It was like interviewing somebody, and I was like, wow, like that dude seems like pretty cool. And so I hit him up, just like directly, and was like saying, this is who I am, Crohn's veteran, and yada yada. And it was a congressman, Renika. And
Oh
so
wow.
it was a congressman, and like I just hit him up and said like la la la, much respect for all you're doing. Glad you weren't hurt the other day, all this other kind of stuff. And like, I'm doing Crohn's veteran. I was in the Air Force, la la. This, I got co-hosts and everything, and this is what we're doing. It'd be really cool if you could help support our show and all this kind of stuff, and la la la. And then like if you, and then just today it was like, Jordan, thank you for your service, and your kind words. Like reach out to so and so at this number,
Mm.
just like that,
Connections always come through.
just like that, right? So it's like I was like, wow, that was wow. So it's almost like gives me like this, like, okay, well, like, who else could I do? Like, who else could I reach out to? So
Anybody else want to reach out?
right. I'm just gonna start this. So that's why it came into my mind, CJ, the other day about that. You know, okay, well, who's if I could talk to 20 people or 50 people or whatever it is, like a dream team of people that I think that could propel my
Couple,
life.
a couple of them are gonna say yes.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's the whole point. And so that's what I want for Crohn's veteran is just to really awareness is the name of the game this year, to try to build all of our channels up, try to reach out to more people around the world, try to talk to get more stories from people with IBD, just do what we can to expand out, like we did yesterday. And so yeah, Renika, speaking of that, I'm really excited for you to be part of this project that we're going to do, and that's going to be, I guess, it's top secret, but but yeah, so it's I think it's gonna be, I think you're gonna like the people that we're working with a lot. And it's just really fun, really fun.
Okay.
So that's so not only awareness, but just kind of to continue what you do, bringing that light. And so kind of making so the stuff that we do is just all fun,
Yeah.
just fun stuff, fun.
Love,
So
love some fun stuff.
that's what I want to do, is just is help, like that David Meltzer guy, like have fun, make money, help people.
Speaking of fun, let me tell you about something that was not fun.
Go for it.
Hello world. What did do Wednesday? What did do Wednesday? I hope everybody listening out there. So yesterday I had to go to the doctors for a colonoscopy. The process of me having my colon checked, it was cute. I had about, I don't know how many I had in the past. This time it was like a colonoscopy prep from hell, literally the pits of the burning hell. The pain free. I don't think the doctors, gastroenterologists, really understand the concept of having a ostomy and going through the process of having a colonoscopy. That process was rigorous. It was time consuming. It tested my patience. It was uncomfortable. It was, did I mention test my patience? Let me say it again. My patience was tested in all kind of ways. So I have not found no literature, research. I haven't found a type of YouTube video or nothing that gave me any tips or quirks of how to get through a colonoscopy prep with ostomy.
Wow.
So it took me about 36 hours to go through the whole transitional period where my colon was completely cleaned. You know, at first I was like, I'm gonna die. I was in the first day, I was like, oh my God, I'm dead. I'm dead.
So you didn't eat for
That's
36 hours?
It's funny.
Yes. So yesterday was Tuesday. I had to start prepping on Sunday. Sunday I had to take 2 Dulcolax. They're small little pills. They're about biggest I call them the type of a pin. It's so tiny, orange pills to help pass your bowels. And drink 8 ounces of water every hour you're awake. That's that on Sunday. Monday starts the whole cool preparation. I had to drink a whole 8.3 ounces of Miralax, drink 64 ounces of Gatorade. On top of that, the next morning, 4 hours before, I had to drink a whole nother bottle of Miralax in a 32-ounce bottle of Gatorade. So as I'm sitting here talking on the phone to my supervisor, everybody, I'm looking like, damn, I done blanked up. I done messed up now. Water just started running.
Oh man.
Oh no.
I mean, you were hearing? I was like, I gotta go. I got the got a jet, like jet. But it was nothing. It was clear liquid from the Gatorade because we have an ostomy. It doesn't go through your whole GI system. It cuts waters. So as soon as you ingest something, it's like, bam. Not as soon now, because man, but it's quicker than a normal reaction.
Right.
Yeah. So my doctor's like, Miss Wood, how was, I said, prep was from hell. She said, what happened? I said, it wasn't the prep. It was the unpreparation you guys gave me to prepare for the prep. She said, what do you mean? I said, have you ever considered the ostomy world and getting a colonoscopy, the process? She said, we didn't really think about that. I said, you don't say.
Amazing.
Those materials.
Amazing.
Right. The wafer you're using is sticking on your body. This is telling me this is the wafer. As you're releasing fluids, it peels off and just fall to the ground. Here go all this like I was like slow motion, like, no, don't come on. I was like sick. I was mad. Got to the hospital, my best friend. I said, you never call. I said, did you have my call? She said, no, the whole time in the car like this, something like this. Don't come out. So, but other than that, good news is this, my colon is beautiful and clean. I have no sign of any ulcers. She said my colon was so perfectly, like I have no Crohn's in my colon. I have no Crohn's, no active Crohn's in my GI tract anywhere. So that was a good idea. So I did all that to go to the fact that it was hell going through it. But when I got through it, it was like, this was worth the wait. Because I'll make sure if I went through that process, that everything you're looking for, you can see it visibly clear. So then the next step is trying to figure out what we'll do after here. But so far, it's good. So if anybody out there have an ostomy who had a colonoscopy before, please share your tips, the secrets, or how you guys get through it, because the girl over here was struggling. That's my.
I mean,
that's
like,
my
you know, Renika, I mean, yeah, I mean, so what? Even now, do you think looking back, is there anything you could have done to, have lessen your struggle?
I could have went in the bathroom and laid on top of the commode.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I could have did.
The easiest thing you can do, honestly. When I went through my my prep, I literally was just on the toilet.
Yeah,
because it literally just shoots right through me.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad.
Terrible.
It's horrible.
I slept on the floor.
No, you need like a seatbelt.
Yeah, I slept on the floor in the bathroom with a pillow and blanket, like old blanket. Just took my floor as hardwood, so if something happened, I was like, get mopping pants, all we good. But my bed and my carpet, my couch, I was like, yeah, right. I can test that. But the procedure, it was the worst going through it. The first day I was in pain. My stomach hurt so bad from that Dulcolax. I can't stand Dulcolax. And I was like, who drinks 96 ounces of Gatorade and 2 bottles of Miralax, full bottles, full, and 8 ounces of water every hour when you awake?
That's gross.
And got there, and I was so dehydrated.
Yeah, you're probably just you're just a hot mess probably by then.
Took a whole hour to get an IV, and it called it IV team. They put my arm under ultrasound on the light. It took about an hour to do that. I was like, he said, Miss Wood, we can't get it. We going to your foot or your neck. I said, you better check this. I said, check this.
Move your neck.
Man, we go get your neck.
Oh, nah. Get away from me. I start punching people. I start screaming. Get away from me. He's crazy.
I guess, I'm sorry. I got scared. Type thing.
Nah. If you coming at my neck with a needle, we ain't friends, bro. Nah.
Right.
Nah, get away from me.
I said,
I don't care how many times, I don't care how many people and how many times you need to poke at my arms. You're not poking me in my neck.
100%. That's not happening.
Your foot or your neck? I was going to either or, top or bottom. Yeah, you make a choice. I was like, sir, you can just dig a little deeper. He didn't hurt me at all. Just keep on digging. He finally got it. It was cool though.
Oh, man.
It was cool. Their preparation was, but like I said, you guys, don't be afraid of the prep because you need this to get out colon check. They did find a polyp in my colon, a little small polyp. They removed and had it done a biopsy on that and see, what was all about. But other than that, she said it was nothing. It was nothing in there. So I'm just happy that I'm in remission. I don't think I would never achieve this if I had never had my surgery December 2019. I probably been in agony pain. I would never had this. So I think that where my colon is mostly disease is where they cut off and started my ostomy, because where from down is probably where the disease area. I have perianal Crohn's. So mine sit right in the bottom of my rectal area, right in that disease part right there that affects that area. It's very good to know where your Crohn's most affected too, guys, because that's way you can understand when you eat something or what part of your body hurt the most. Crohn's affects the parts of your colon, and mine affect my perianal cavity.
UC is only like your rectum, right? In your small intestine.
I don't know.
And it's only like. What's up? What were you gonna say?
I think y'all is more like stationary. Like here.
It's definitely just like Crohn's is like in patches throughout the GI tract, and UC is like I think the small intestine, just the innermost lining.
Intestine, right, large intestine, and just like where the large intestine meets the ileum or whatever.
It was right there.
I think it just progresses up too.
2 feet of that's been taken out, and the ileum, and for me anyway. So that's where all mine. That's covering. So that kind of that juncture or whatever where it was like really inflamed.
You don't know how long your large intestine, your colon is? How long it is? Your intestines is?
No.
It's like 5 feet long. 5 foot long. $5 foot long.
What do you think is gonna? What's next in your IBD journey, Renika? What do you think?
Well, for me, the next thing in my IBD journey is to figure out, are they going to give me a total closed-in ostomy where they go and remove the part of my body that no longer allow me to have bowel releases normally, as persons do normally. I am not going to go that route unless they have exhausted all of the resources. I do feel like if I have the reversal, I may go back to some it's a condition I had before, and that's the only thing I'm scared of. I feel good where I feel so good. Like I have no pain. And I think that me having that, because the Docolax had my mind in a way to where before I even had surgery, that's how I felt every day. That was kind of traumatizing for me, but I think next is just figure out what they're gonna do next with what I have going on. And am I gonna even continue my saliva? Do I need it anymore? I don't know. But I find out more when biopsy come back and we can have a follow-up appointment next week.
I think they might keep you on it just for maintenance.
They probably will.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several, like GI. I said, like we're saying the other day, like there's several, female, or it's just GI doctors on Instagram that you could probably ask them a general question like that and get some information.
Oh, we do that. Mm-hmm.
Right. just speaking of just hitting people up type thing. So.
Yeah. I shout out to everyone out here that have had total end colostomies, they're lifesavers. There are a lot of reasons why people get total end colostomy. Some do people have cancer. Some due to them having stenosis in the stricture of the anal canal, no longer can pass out bowel movements, paralysis of the anal sphincter. When your anal sphincter no longer able to work and it is not contracts anymore to release bowels. When you have like loose stool coming from your bottom because your body is not able to continue to use that muscle to tighten up back there to utilize it for regularly. There are a lot of people had those surgeries. So I'm just all for whatever is most convenient for whoever and what is your best treatment option.
Right. What gives you the best quality of life?
Definitely. I think my quality of life have changed a lot now. I don't think I would be like I am now if I wasn't given my surgery. I'm still going through the process of accepting myself and getting wrong. It's not perfect for me because still I go through the modes of like, damn, I got this going on. It's kind of like surreal at times, like, girl, you gotta, oh yeah, I forgot you got it. Damn, I forgot about it. I don't think about it. It doesn't interfere with anything, nothing. It doesn't touch, hurt. It's nothing.
That's beautiful.
It's like it's just there. Part of the process, I guess. But just tell people about, I really have never said on my page that I do on my page, really. Now, the platform, if you hear it, oh well, but me to say it out loud on my page, nah, I ain't really got to that part yet. I hope people hear the podcast like, oh, for real? And then be like, okay, it's my own personal insecurity I'm working through though, but yeah. No fault.
I mean, you're still doing amazing things, just, sharing on here and, and the podcast that people listen to it and stuff like that. And so, you are making an impact, and I said, that's the cool thing is that people can just tell whatever comfortable, like whatever they're comfortable, story they're telling. And so I wouldn't even. You're fine.
Thank you. You don't. You just don't.
Yeah. And so exactly. So I So what else? So dang, what is it? My mind just went blank. So what else? What else do you guys want to talk about?
CJ, I'm gonna say how you doing? I know CJ, we missed you yesterday, Monday. I missed you Monday.
Oh yeah, I was doing like totally fine. I literally streamed as well, like throughout the day I was streaming, and then like it was around like 6 o'clock. Like UC hit me like a truck. I went to the bathroom multiple times, and they were like really, really rough, to the point where after I was done, I literally felt like I was at like negative 25%. Like I was like, yeah, I can't do nothing right now. I gotta lay down. And I literally smoked, and I went to lay down, and I fell asleep for a few hours. Yeah.
Did you feel better when you got up at all?
Yeah, I felt better. I felt like normal again, just a little bit like sluggish, but at least I wasn't, feeling like I was dying at like negative 25%. But it was like random though. But then again, I think it might have been, maybe overeating or eating small portions too quickly. That's what did it for me, most likely.
Okay.
I know you're always just running like, dang, what did I do to cause this, that?
Always, man. Like when you're on the toilet, you're just like, all right.
If I could avoid this if I could avoid this, so because I know that I know that feeling. Wow, this sucks.
You sit there saying to yourself, never again, and then you always end up there.
I know.
We had a very good interview with Henny on Monday, and
I missed it.
A gas station muffin. What?
Yeah, Henny is awesome. Henny is not taking. Shout out to Henny. Y'all listen to a very good interview. She's a very nice individual.
Yeah, that was a great interview.
Yeah, she's more herbal, like this type of herbal medicines, and she used like a lot of teas and whatnot to calm her digestive system down. So those interesting hearing how she transitioned with her Crohn's and not taking medication for it. For how long, Jordan? But like 10 years now? About 10.
Just with herbal medicine and taking care of herself. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think a little bit of me. It might be a little. I think she said something like 2009, if I'm not making that up.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
But that she's just trying to, be, like, yeah, just try to be at peace and be happy and, do things to try to keep her stress levels, very, very low. That's what that's kind of the message she was kind of saying, that she works
Yeah.
very hard to keep, really good vibe type of thing.
That's a
Yeah.
must because once you get heated, so does UC or Crohn's
Yeah.
disease.
Your stomach gets heated type of thing.
Exactly. Oh, we're both mad. Oh no, not you.
You think you're mad? Watch
I'm
this.
mad too.
I'm furious. Type of thing.
Definitely. I think that's very interesting though. It's amazing how some people can have Crohn's and they never have any surgeries or they never had any type of flare until later on in life, or their flare is so minimum that it doesn't bother them. I had it going for a long time before I got fully invested in my diagnosis, but either did I not have them going on, or did I ignore them? I think I ignored mine. I'm taking that. I think I ignored mine. It became like a regular, okay, bathroom, okay, it was whatever. Yo, I would spend like 3 to 4 hours a day in the bathroom, just sitting in the commode, just sitting there. My mom was like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm just sitting there chilling."
I'm on Netflix.
Right. My body too. We stood up, tag back. Your body like, you sit here, you good. When you get up, girl, sit down. You going to wear time soon? Knees be.
There's so many times where I was going up, nope, back, right back.
Right, like, no, it's going right. Try this again.
No. You know something? I just like when you just like it brought back to back when I was flaring pretty hard, and I would have like a multiple like bathroom trips, at least like 12 to like 15 a day. And like now I'm like really grateful that I'm down to like, not that much, like maybe like 5.
Okay.
but it's better than like 12 plus or 15 or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy about that.
That's good,
CJ. Kind of like my thing is, my most frustrating thing is that I said that medicine that I have does work pretty well if I take it pretty consistently, but I can still have the same problem, like, oh God, what did I do to cause this to happen? Because somehow my stomach is like, it's somehow whatever either I ate or my mindset like overcame the medicine.
I understand.
And so I'm like, oh, so it's like, and that's the only thing that's like separating me from just, almost doing a permanent, like a colonoscopy prep life type thing. So like, it's just terrible. Like everything is just like a ski slope through my body type thing.
You asked a question before. I said, if you were ever offered the opportunity to get an ileostomy again, would you get one or no?
Who, me? Like, I don't know. Like, no one's ever brought it up. No one's ever, because I said the one I had was just temporary, and that was just kind of before I had the actual surgery, and I said that surgery, it was always like, wow, that fixed a problem, but that came at a heavy cost. That's kind of what I woke up almost thinking, that like leaving the hospital like, oh, okay, so now I can't eat anything for the rest of my life. Like the searing pain that I was in, having been over like a 90-year-old man, is gone. But just that any kind of like narcotics, like I can see how people get like addicted to like painkillers and stuff, because like none of that stuff even hit what I was going through. And so
That's
like
true.
and so yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
So yeah,
that.
I mean, so I would, I would, when I get one, I don't know. I mean, I remember that was one of the most painful, speaking of painful experiences, like I said, that when I had it, I think it's a lack of advocates. That's like just being by myself, kind of that feeling of just like, I'm not from here. I don't live, it's just, my situation is just like, I don't really, I know a lot of people, but not at that time, it was not, in that sense of, people really advocating. And so they, that tube that goes, I guess the tube that went from the bag into my, my gut or whatever to empty into there, like they, that was taken out without anesthesia and put back in. And so
put back in?
Yeah.
So it was something like, well,
Like it was long. It was like super like that tube was super long. And so like, and I remember like, cause I remember like, cause I, of course I asked, right? People were like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, and so like, and so the guy was, oh no, it's just really quick, something like that. And it's like, so he made it, he like downplayed it, oh, it's no big deal. It's real quick. We'll get you in and out and type thing. And so like, and I remember like, and he pulled it out and I started laughing. He was like, why are you laughing? I was like, it's a coping mechanism because it hurt that much.
I'm laughing so I don't hit you in the face.
Right. Pretty much.
Oh my God. I don't know.
Like just ridiculous. I can't even put it into words, like, and I said, of course, I also guess I got an epidural pulled out when I was pulled out and put back in my back. And then also the catheter pulled out and I was awake. And then also the tube up my nose, down my throat pulled out while I was awake too.
The epidural that bothered me. Epidural.
They ain't like you, Jordan. It seemed like they ain't like you, bro, because that's not like handling things with care, bro.
No.
When you're a health
so that's
professional,
why everybody I told about that hospital that I told them, like, wow, they're like, yeah, I had my surgery at this hospital. They're like, oh my God, you're alive?
I would have definitely sued them hard body.
I looked into that too. It's funny you say that. And so, and I remember like, it was like what the care they provided was like, was what it was all, it was like the minimum legal care they could provide me. So there was no malpractice. And so like, but and also all those things didn't happen in the same like, like
visit.
The epidural, the catheter and the tube were all in the same hospital stay though. And so like, and also, and that was also my morphine drip not working too for like 48 hours. And so that's, so I, a big ass scar on my stomach that y'all see that people have seen and stuff. And I remember like waking up and like pushing the button and then like my right leg went numb. And that's what prompted them to like take the epidural out of my back, bend me over on the incision or whatever, and then put it back in, and then roll me back into my room. When I pushed the button, and then my left leg went numb. So it literally never worked.
So what's the button for?
The button was like to release morphine into my body to like, because I have a stapled shut incision this big.
You can push, I think like once every 30 minutes you can push that thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it literally, and so every 30 minutes, I pushed it and my legs would go down.
I had my epidural. It didn't hurt at all, but taking it out, my back was sore a little bit, like a day or two, but it was like really sore at the bottom of my back.
It was more like the being, they had me almost like folded over on a table.
Yeah. Okay.
So they don't put you to sleep?
What, epidural?
Oh, when they put it in. When they put it in, I was under when they put it in. But when I realized that it wasn't working, I let them know it wasn't working. Then I was a bit under for that. They took it out and put it back in or something. And so like I said like,
hold on, put me back to sleep.
My epidural, they do mine. They just bit me over like they had a doctor in front of me, not a doctor, an anesthesiologist in front of me, a doctor. One here, one behind me. I'm like, what y'all doing? He was like, where you from? I was like, no, where you from? And the whole time they distracted me from the guy behind me doing my epidural.
Did they grab you by the arms?
No, I'm just bitten over. I had one on I'm on the over the shoulder of one of the guys, and then he had this IV in my arm up here. So he put the medication in my IV, and the other one hooked something to my other arm, and the other guy behind me doing my epidural. So he had already had me semi-sedated with the injection through my IV. Yeah, I didn't feel that, but I was still in the room to go to the back. So they did the back part, but I didn't feel it though. I was like, why my ears getting hot? He said, your ears hot. He was like, yeah. I said, yeah, it is hot. I remember that. Before you know, he says, "Will you ready to go?" I'm like, the epidural he did. He said, "No, we did that already." I said, "What? Y'all is some slick stuff." But that was supposed to have my navel. Y'all know I had my whole navel removed. Right. Right. I ain't got no navel. Ooh, can't get a belly ring. Well, is it removed? Wait a minute. First of all, your umbilical entrance, is it in the inside or on the outside. Because I don't have no belly impression in front of my stomach. That makes sense.
The 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 eternal debate.
Innie
So
or
Okay.
outie?
I don't have
right.
any. I don't have any or any out. I have nothing but a flat piece of skin. Like, pew. Well, not, a fluffy skin, but it's still there. Yeah, but other than that though, your doctors, it depends upon where you're going to. You may get some good bedside manner. Some be mean. I'm like, listen, I ain't the one for you to be working with. Can I get somebody else place over here? I think one lady at the hospital tried to drug me up. She kept giving me gabapentin and melatonin. I said, ma'am, I just take some more. I was like, okay, give it to me then. Didn't realize I forgot like every 3 hours. Every hour she'll give me gabapentin and melatonin. 9 milligrams melatonin, got 3 gabapentin, 300 gabapentin. I was like, what's she doing to me? After that, I was like,
To go
she
to
had drug.
sleep?
Yeah, the night shift nurse.
She's trying to put you to sleep.
They were getting her nerve from damn graham crackers and cheese. Probably why. Every 5 minutes, we got some more graham crackers, some more graham crackers and cheese. I gave some. I said, I need me some. I need some more. Come on, shit, I'm
I'm
here.
hungry.
You're like, yeah, you go to sleep for the rest of the night.
Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah, so I mean, but so that's the crazy part. So it's like in contrast, I said that, so the doctors I got like, 10 years after that surgery were like really awesome. Everybody it's like night and day. And so that's kind of part of the reason I'm here right now, type thing. So it's just having, a good experience with GI doctors and stuff, and actually people that do care and are, do have compassion and empathy and all those other kind of things. And so it's pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
but,
There's some really, really care about you. A lot of times they care about you a lot,
mm,
And some of them, but the nurses ones probably be rougher than doctors do. But the nurses, that's another story though.
mm,
Yeah, remember, you also have to fight for yourself because these doctors, they will not. I'm just saying.
right.
And I think them doctors are no afraid of like malpractice lawsuits. Even when I had my surgery, they gave me like a long-term medication called Enbrel, ENBREL, like injection that lasts like 3 hours. 3 days for medication releases from pain management. So I never had any outside pain medication with my surgery besides Tramadol, like T and Tramadol. Other than that, I didn't need it. So they doing good about not giving people opiates after their surgeries too, unless you really, really need them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you you ever had surgery with no surgery before, correct?
I have not.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I've been thinking about it though.
So let's hope it stays that way, that you don't need to have, surgery, because that's not. It's my experience
Life changing.
not pleasant type thing.
What thought you had about surgery?
I just try to look at like the positive side. Like I'll be
Yeah.
able to eat food again. My quality of life will go up again. So that's all I've been looking at. Just in case I do have to get it.
Has somebody told you that that's a possibility?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm gonna say this.
And I like read like for UC itself that it cures it because you're cutting out the disease part. Yeah, but
But
it is an autoimmune disease, so at the end of the day, you gotta take what you get.
I can say this. I can only speak for myself. If we mentioned before about we had the surgery, when somebody said the surgery, what are you talking about? He had an ostomy or lots of surgery. You know that already. So whatever you feel like is best for you, I always say that to be the core of our conversation, because it took me a while to get where I am. Well, you gonna know when you don't have no more to give, and you gonna know when you feel like I've tried all my resources, and when you can't do anything, when you have to be confined to your house because you can't go outside for a period of time, and you want to eat this food and can't. After a while, you can start seeing more of the benefits of it, and you will start to accept it. But it's hard at first because you're like, damn, my body gonna change. But these things we're going through is something that we didn't do on our own. You can go out here and get drunk and, you need Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. It's something that happened to us. And it's inevitable. Unfortunately, we got dealt these cards, So I'm looking at it in that perspective. But whatever you need, if that was up the case, they may do it for temporary, get your GI tract healed up and then reverse it. Everything is not permanent for this situation. One of our girls up here on Crohn, she had a reversal done recently. I saw her page recently. She has like 19, 18, 18 months, I want to say. So it can be done. A lot of guys that had reversals. The other guy, I think his name Perry. I think he lives in UK. I could be wrong. He had reversal done. And then the Crohn's kid, he had a reversal done. So yeah. Sometimes your body needs just a time to heal. So,
Definitely.
I agree.
a lot of stress in your body. You know.
Yeah, that's my dream, is to have a kind of a different lifestyle. Actually, yeah, just if I could just figure out a way to work from home, that would be good enough almost type thing. That's, I think this, it's not really getting up early or anything like that. I think it's just the kind of the day-to-day grind, and not being able to, like, you know, like show up to work in like pajama pants and like house shoes and a dress shirt. Like just having that, it'd be nice if I could just do that kind of stuff, like, because I feel like I'm always, I just don't have a lot, part of it's by choice, but also, I'm the kind of breadwinner around here, and so, I got to go to work, and so, but I also got to take care of myself, so, and so that's kind of, that where the entrepreneur dream comes from, is, a big part of it is trying to get an opportunity to take better care of myself.
I get that.
Definitely. So, but yeah, so I that's what I got, guys.
I got too. I got a free
We're at
podcast.
43 minutes.
So, what else? I said, I want to make this show. I do, want to reach out to, some of these CBD folks that, especially the ones that are already interested. I think that we start not only, reaching out to people, on our dream list, but also, people that are, related, if there was almost 10 hashtags that all pointed to Crohn's, that were like, one of them being CBD, one of them being like vegan or something, or one of them being like, like FODMAP, or what, all these different things, like, who are the people with the highest, the biggest impact, in those, and kind of that, in those spokes, that we can reach out to for the podcast as well. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
So, and so that's, I like that, that way we can expand out and still provide a lot of value for people with IBD without only interviewing people with IBD. In addition to us all trying to come together and reaching out to see if we can get some really fun people on the show too.
Come through, fun people.
I mean, like, literally, like, like athletes, entertainers, whomever, to me, like movers and shakers, and whatever, like, to me, like, anybody that you think that the audience would find valuable, that you find valuable, that you want to, that, I mean, because you never know what people's experiences with IBD are. You never know that, brother, uncle, sister, aunt, whatever, has IBD. Just because you're this, supposedly big deal person, behind all the glitz and glam, you're still a person with relatives, sisters, all that stuff. And so, so you still might have a relatable story to tell. I mean, so that's why we're reaching out to all these people, even if they don't have IBD, might still be really valuable.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Yeah.
So cool.
Y'all listening?
So exactly. So yes, if anybody's listening, we want to talk to you. And so, we want I think it's really cool that there's some millions of people, in the world that have IBD, and just trying to reach out to as many of those as we can, and also just trying to share people's stories. That's what I want to do.
I caught an IBD streamer that I followed just from searching Crohn's in the search bar. So she finally went online, and I found out that she's Italian and she lives in Italy, and she was just playing the piano on stream. Pretty dope. So I want to try and get in contact with her so I could, maybe set up an interview. because that'd be pretty cool to find out.
Google
Like
tra- Google Translate, like Google Translate,
she
write her
out, no,
something.
she speaks English, but it's like
Oh, nice.
it's a little choppy, but because
Well,
it's like
yeah,
a
yeah,
language.
then yeah, just hit her up. Just hit her up, and just hit her up.
We got it. All
So
right.
that'd be awesome. And
Yeah,
that's
I'd like to see like the impact that it had. Her having Crohn's and COVID being extra hard over there in Italy. So I want to know how you felt during that time.
that'd be cool. Renika, like,
Yeah,
is
I
it,
have to
so like who comes to mind? Is there anybody that you know, or any anybody or any kind of kind of that idea that I was concept I was telling about that that anything that comes to your mind?
yes, is this guy that I have been messaging. He never responded back to me. He is a gospel singer, and he does a lot with the what's it called? United Ostomy Foundation, I want to say. And his father had ostomy, or no, he had one as a baby, and
Mm.
he's good. He's like he gives it back a lot. So I had his message and stuff. I saw him on a pod reading I had going on. He's an African American. So he had African American guy. I be like, they don't know hit me back. It bothered me. What's his name? He's a gospel singer. Um, I'm finding the sec. Y'all start quick. I mentioned him. I bet I mentioned him before.
But that's kind of that's perfect. That's what I was literally thinking, and so like just getting different perspectives and different stories and stuff, and that would be great. It'd be great to talk to somebody like that.
How do we get in contact with like the big people?
It depends. And so like if they don't really have an Instagram, they probably have a website. And if they don't have a website, and if they don't have a personal website, they probably have a company website that they
They
own
do.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so pretty much almost every person's website, like my own, have a contact us page, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you just fill it out and reach out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Here you
And
go.
so like if you need to,
His name is
oh, very cool, very cool. And
Daniel
so
Little. He's
so
the
yes, it's CJ.
United Ostomy Awareness Association of America. So I'm talking to him through
So
my
it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be great. Talk to him. And so like, but yeah, but CJ, the idea is that you somehow find out the best way to get in contact with them, and then you just kind of reach them on the medium that they like. So if it's sending them an email through their sending them an email, if it's filling out their contact us page, if it's like a DM on Instagram, if it's direct hitting up on LinkedIn or whatever it is. But yeah, these people are looking for opportunity. They're looking to talk to people. They're looking to you know find win-win situations and stuff. So
All
just
right.
and I said like Ashley, so Ashley said my sister's hilarious. She's like, yeah, this person like left me unseen. Okay, next.
It's all
Mm-hmm.
a numbers game.
Yeah, but it's a numbers
Someone's
literally
someone's gonna say
it's a
yes.
numbers game. It's a numbers game, and so I mean, it's funny in the military. Like I was thinking that too, but but like they have this thing called a dream sheet where you can write down like the 10 Air Force bases that you would like to go to after I think you go to school or something. And the joke was like, yeah, it is a dream sheet because you're not going to any of those places. So and so
That's
and
funny.
so like and so when I re-enlisted, so that happened to me twice, and both times that was true. And so when I re-enlisted, they said, okay, yeah, man, go pick your base. I picked out all these cool places, right? They're like, no, 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 no. Right? I was like, okay, well, cool. Well, how about I think I did like 10, and then I did 10 more, and then I did like, and I was like, they're like, no, 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 and I was like, well, where can I go? I mean, I picked like everywhere in the world. It seems like in the United States, everywhere, like all these cool places, kind of cool places close to my family, whatever. Just like, and you're like, no, 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 no. And I was like, so where can I go? Well, if we tell you, you got to pick one. And I was like, well, where can I go? Fine, fine. Where can I go? You can go to Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. You can go to like think like Tinker Air Base in like Oklahoma or something, and like Fort Meade in Maryland. And I
Where'd
was
you
like,
go? Went to
mainly,
Virginia?
yep. So So I guess I hung out in Hampton for 18 months. Mhm.
Is traffic bad?
No, I mean actually the tunnels, like going in and out of like that area or whatever. Like you guys are going from like Hampton to like uh
Northern VA.
to like I guess it'd be like Norfolk or like Virginia Beach or whatever. Um, I guess that kind of waterway or whatever. And there would be like it would go from 4 lanes to 2 lanes. And so it would always bottleneck on both sides. And so you're like, why is this taking so long? And then you're like, it just opens up. You're like, why did we just wait all that time? There's literally
Always.
nothing. There's no accident. There's no.
Always. Welcome to Virginia. Traffic for no reason, bro.
You're like, it just.
I can't stand Virginia. They gave me a ticket for no reason. I got home. I got a ticket for $87. I went through a toll and on the road, and I ain't pay no fine. I said I ain't seen no toll. Man, so much fun. Take the license. My license. I went through a toll that I didn't even see. Child bad. I called them. They said, "Miss Wood, let's pay $10. It's for the late fee. We gonna go ahead and waive the other money." I was like,
$87. They were trying to scam you.
"Is it Elizabethtown something? Elizabeth Toll, Elizabeth Turnpike." I went down to Norfolk to go to see the concert, Cranium concert. Went over to the thing. I was like, "No, ma'am, not again." Probably more than that. I think $87. Because it had a late fee. It was like $50 additional, and then it kept going up.
And that's.
I didn't get it first letter. They put this in my other address.
Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, one total. We said, Jordan?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I told you guys, but I saw somebody getting like a really bad wreck the other day, like right in front of me.
Oh no, it's
and so like I was at the stoplight and they're like in the turning lane, like right next to me, and I guess it's got like thread the needle or whatever, because there was like a car that was like in the turning lane, but there's like a little bit of space next to him, and I don't know what he was doing, but he said there was no lane there because it's already somebody turning, but he tried to get like next to the dude and like squeeze by, and next to him, and he did not squeeze by. And not only that, he was going. Not only that, he was going like super fast too. Like so, it was like it's like it just obliterated. Like this dude's like back light. Like this dude's like back passenger light. Like it was like he took like a hot knife through butter, like through the back of this dude's car. Like just sheared off like the corner of his car. Like the whole light, bumper, all that stuff just got totally just like a Civic, like just sheared off. Like I was like, oh no, oh no, because like nobody got hurt. Was they did that able to get hurt doing? But he went just like that, and then still turned. There's like a Starbucks right in the corner.
He left. He ain't stop or nothing.
Because he was like he's like doing all this crazy stuff and like driving and shit, like and getting out like the median and like it's like, what is it? It's like, is this dude going for it? Is he gonna like gonna stop? And then the other car was like, wait a minute, he didn't stop.
I'm gonna follow him.
And then as they followed him, I was like, wow, okay.
You're in the middle of a half-beat change.
That made your morning, huh?
Right?
Oh man.
Miss McCollum, what you see? Well, I was just sitting around I was just going to work, man. My business, the car came here, just sit on the side.
Why were you late, Jordan? There was an accident.
I had a wreck out here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, take a picture of it, please. They're like, okay, Miss Fun, you doing too much. I think this is an accident.
I've already passed it, boss. I'm on my way to work. What you mean?
Well, I'm parking now. I said, well, you was in traffic late. You should have took a picture then.
Nah, I'll be there in 20.
Yeah. That's cute, though. You guys, this is my envelope box. I'm doing it. Y'all seen before, right? So we still streaming or not?
Oh yeah, we are. Do you want me to end it? Because we were about to hit an hour.
I guess that was my last story.
Story time.
If anybody got a question, let us know now before we end it.
You guys, thank you for listening to us. We appreciate y'all so much.
Definitely.
This is my envelope box, right? So I numbered these 1 through 100. You seen before, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I go here on Friday.